Right. We'll just wait and see if we get any people on. Big respect. Mickey Mouse 123, big thumbs up to you, mate. And also Oatsy 1966. Hiya, mate, big respect to you and thank you for being on. Same with you, Trollers World TV. All right, mate, big respect and thank you for showing your support, mate. Elizabeth Dunn says hello, Arthur. Big hands up, big respect to you. And Denise Lynch says hi, mate, big respect. Funny eyes, big thumbs up and a green heart, big respect. Massive respect to Julia. Yeah, nice to see you and big respect and just try my new cap out. I used to wear a flat cap before, but I don't know why I went off them and I started wearing this one, Nike cap. But that's like my signature hat. This is more casual. But big respect, a massive respect, Mr. Trotter. Now, would you be related to the Bradford Trotters? I've been trying to get in touch with Timothy Trotter from Bradford. He's an old mate of mine. He was staying over Bradford way, and that's where they're from, Trotters. There's Timothy, Tim, Don, Jack, Cecil, Timothy's the man. Big respect for Timothy Trotter. Big respect, Pinnack Media. Pinnack North, sorry. Pinnaco North. It's Fred Dibner. Yeah, Fred Dibner. Nah, they were a character, mate. He was a character. And we a lot of bottle. If you've watched them Fred Dibner films, they how he went up them chimneys. Wow, mate. Oaksy 1966 says he's got a flat cap, same. I've got a leather one as well. I've got a checkered one. I've got a few, but I just stopped wearing them for some reason. And then I didn't wear an hat for years. But it's a Yorkshireman's thing, isn't it? A miner's thing. Miners wear hats. And big respect, Soldier in the house, Julia. A massive respect to you. I like to see your name come up. I don't know why. It's one of them names that just flashes up in it. Same as Oaksy now. Oaksy 1966. That name sticks in my head because he knows all, and I can associate with him because his comments, and they're just gelling in your head, don't they? What I'm going to start and do is I'm going to do starting this week, hopefully. What it is, people, my car's been wrote off. It's been smashed up. Just one of the repercussions of things that have been going off, really. But that's just one of the things that's happened. My car got wrote off. So I've been struggling with what to do because, like I've said, medications are now affecting me vision. My vision's not. So at minute I'm not even capable of driving. I believe that it's the gabapentin that I take. That's a nerve tablet. It targets spinal cord, and that builds up in your system, and it varies how you feel from day to day with that. Sometimes you get up and you feel like Superman, and it's like you didn't have pain. It's just you still have the after effects, the tingling and the numbiness and all that, but the the sharpness of the pain is gone. So you feel like Superman and you go running about like a lunatic. And then you find out you're falling and stumbling all over the place because your vision's like that. So I'm just struggling what to do. I've got a man now that's wanting to drive for me. He's wanting to do audits himself. And years ago, when I used to kickbox, with this lad, and he's a top kickboxer still. So really, it'd be a good man to have because that's the only trouble when you go out on audits on your own, that you've got all them haters that do follow you about. It's not so bad when there's a few of you because you back each other up, but when you're on your own, it gets a bit dangerous. So, and I'm a bit too unstable at the minute with my balance and everything, and so I thought I'd just keep these lives up and keep them going, and talk about some tales that have gone off from within prison, and a few things that have gone off of it last week. Well, first off, as you've probably seen, Marty Blackburn, there's been a few developments with Marty because, first off, somebody's had an hoax thing up, profile of Gypsy Auditor, stirring things up, and Marty's fired off to that, but mistakenly when he'd had a drink. But even in drink, he said a lot of things that he shouldn't have, really. But I know that would just drink, because he's not. Well, he is a drinker. He does like a drink, Marty, but he's not a vindictive person. I can't understand why he said some of the things he did, but I'm more or less certain that he didn't mean them. He's not a fighting man. So I don't understand why things got said like they did, but like I say, all I can say in his defence really is that ain't normally Marty, you know. But I'm getting off subject, and what it is, people. I'm still wavering, wanting to make my audits, my prison audits that I've got left, private, and making them exclusive for book. The ones that concern me, my sentences. The ones that I do as other prisons that I haven't been in, but I know about and I've researched, and that I'll do as well. I'll make them public and maybe still do the lives. But to be honest with you, a lot of things that go on in this community, I don't like. I don't like all the bickering that goes off, all the name calling, and there seems to be a team of trolls that have got naught better to do, because I've noticed that I can't say all mine, but a lot of my trolls have followed me from Live Free. The same things to me now that they've said to Live Free. I could even name them, but I don't want to get into all that. To me, it's petty. But what they're doing is petty. So we're supposed to expose the wrongs in society. I expose the wrongs in prison and police corruption. But not just that. There's corruption in everything. Social Security, Council, everything. All through society, there's corruption. There's auditors exposing all different types of corruption all over the world, and will continue to do that. But all this bickering and carrying on round each other, that's bad for community. But soon as they've finished bickering with me and Live Free, and they seem to be attacking Gypsy Auditor at minute, but they're going to come unstuck. Big respect to everybody. I know I go off track, and that's because really I have problems when I try to focus on the comments. Because of my medications, like I say, I have problems answering a lot of people. So, but I do try to get through a few. But as you know, I'm known for answering me comments, and I do try to get back to them all. I'm still going through and answering comments now of previous lives. And I'll continue to do that because I deserve. But what I am going to say is, I have prided myself on saying that I don't delete comments and I don't delete and block people. But things have got to change because this community's changing. There's a lot of people that want to jump on and just slag each other down and slag people down. They'll jump on everybody's lives and go around and stir things up because that's what they want to see. They want the reaction. That's what they want between each other. They want to see us falling out. And likes of people like myself that have recently changed his life, and Gypsy Auditor is another perfect example. He is now totally changing his life. He's gone from being, I'll fight any man, to fighting every man, but with a camera now instead of his fists. Violence is not worth going to jail for. If you want to fight, that's fair enough, but do it in a ring with people that can fight back. There's a lot of people who'll attack anybody, do you know what I mean? I look at some comments and I read back on comments on what people are saying about all of us. They'll say anything and call you anything. And all usual things. Nonce, grass, informer, paid informer. and everything else, all like that, because that's all they can resort to. But what they've got to realise is, likes of me, I'm old school. People already know me for what I am. I'm 63-year-old. I don't have to prove myself anymore. That's it. My days are done. As a criminal. But this is my new life. And this is a lot easier, I think. But I don't like all the bickering, like I've said. And to me, I'm looking towards private everything. But I'm really, really proud of this community. And I've got to try and think about you people. Because how everything's changing, this auditing business has all totally changed, even from when I started just a couple of months ago. Chris and Marty Blackburn, they're main ones that have done this round. Marty Blackburn is the Panat movement. There's no getting out of that. He started it. He's managing director. He started it all. He inspired us, and we're still going. I believe that these professional trolls want to stir things up that bad between us all, because there are no certain ones amongst us faster to kick off than others, i.e. Gypsy Auditor for one. Me, myself, because I'm not used to talking, and that's it, full stop. Old school didn't talk, you didn't know names, you didn't remember people, you didn't big anybody up, you didn't go talking about these things. You don't want to know. It just wasn't done to talk to people. Now, world's changed, auditing's changed, and likes a fighting game and all that's changed. So likes a Gypsy Auditor and quite a few others have got to change as well. But people's attitudes never change. You think they will, but they don't. Police, their attitudes haven't changed to us, although likes of me and Chris and Marty and Sherlock and all the ones that are still going at it have noticed that as soon as they see us with a camera, they clam up and go away. But likes of the new auditors, like Gypsy Auditor, for example, are getting conversations out of them now. They seem to talk to them. But only when it's convenient. When they want to beat you up and set you up, they'll still do that. Don't believe for 1 minute that their attitudes have changed. They haven't. They just make sure that they don't get seen to be setting people up on camera anymore. But that's what they do. And that sticks in my head. That statement sticks in my head. They used to write a statement for you, and then at the end of the statement, they used to write, I have read the above statement, and I have been told I can correct, alter, or add anything I wish. This statement is true. I have made it of my own free will. And then they would write, refused to sign. Now, in all fairness, anybody with half a fucking brain would realise, they'd think that why would you write a statement like that if you wrote the statement in the first place? But magistrates used to take that as God's gift, and judges. and still sentence you accordingly. So when they want to set you up because there ain't no PD or out like that, don't you think that they won't shut you away? If they want to put you away, they will put you away. And likes of me, Live Free, Marty Blackburn, Gypsy Auditor, and people like us, the police are, as we speak, looking for ways to close us down permanently. They have just stuck Marty Blackburn with further charges to which he thinks he's going to get a not guilty on. He hasn't to pray. He hasn't to pray of getting a not guilty on that. And that is because the only way you can claim self-defense as a defense as if you are backed into a corner and you have no possible means of escape but to attack. Then you can attack. But as you see on the video that Marty's put up, the man runs up and attacks him, but then he retaliates and attacks him back. So he ain't to prayer. He ain't getting no not guilty on that. I'm sorry, Marty, but you ain't. And I think you know that as well. And they tried to stick us with other sorts of charges, little poxy charges. And as you know, the more charges they stick us with, the better chance of us getting a jail sentence, which is what they're trying to do. They're trying to close us down in whatever way they can. So if I just go back through a few of these because I feel guilty. Big respect to Mr. Trotter signing out. Respect to you, sir. Big respect and say hi to your daughter. Mark Ogden, just joined your live, Arthur. Big respect to you. CBTW, big respect to you. Says B. No. Danny Bransco says CBDTW. Pegasus audits, big respect to you, big massive respect to Pegasus audits. Massive thumbs up to you. I'm sorry about, like I've said, everybody that I miss, but LJ says hi, Arthur, big respect, and I'm dismissed. Yeah, mate. But I seem to get a subject in my head and that's it. I'm on one and I just go on and on and on. James Minchy says, big uplift. Pegasus says, thanks, Arthur Taylor. There's no thanks in it, mate. From audits I've seen that you've done, you're doing fine, mate. Just keep on where you're going. And I was sorry to hear today that you're going back in hospital for another operation soon, I believe. I'm not sure what that's all about, but I just wish you all the best of luck on that, mate. And we'll get together and do something. Keith Thompson says, how's the veggies going? Veggies are going pretty well, mate. I've got tatties, all sorts in. I don't know how I'm going to eat it all. Yeah, I made a big, massive rookie error today. I actually set it set camera off because something were going off with the lass next door. She's been having a lot of trouble. Police were there today. So I was straight out with camera like you do, you know what I mean? A couple of women police officers. I had them identify themselves and they were right chatty. And it threw me off. So I didn't look at whether it were filming or what. Again, I just pressed what I thought I'd pressed right and filming away, and off I went in auto mode demanding names, and so they identified themselves and they were all nice and chatty, and I thought, wow, this is unusual, this. They don't normally talk to me. So they were right chatty about what they'd come for and everything else, and said that they were worried about the lass next door and had I seen her and all that sort of thing. So I carried on filming them and went right back, right front and everything else. And then coming in and thinking, well, wow, I've ended up with a video for unexpected there right next door as well. Only forgot to press record, you know, play. Couldn't believe it. So big respect to everybody that's joined me on this live. Andrew Collin says, big up Arthur Taylor's leather waistcoat. Yeah, mate, thanks for that. Do you know why I wear waistcoats? Because they always have them pockets, mate. And they're handy. You've got your keys and everything else. Headphones in pockets and all little bits and bobs, you know what I mean? But you end up with that many pockets, mate, you still lose stuff, even stuff you've got on you. Yeah, well, my mistake, Pegasus. You're going to Cornwall? Yeah, well, nice place down there, mate. And with weather as it is, I think it'll be even better down there. So prepare to get sunburnt, mate, I'd say. So I need to go down there myself and do a lot of them southern places myself. I want to do all down that bottom coast. I've got to do Reading and all over me. Like I say, I like Reading as well. Don't say that about combat trousers, mate. I've actually got some combat trousers. I have. No, I've lost that much weight, mate. I've lost, I can't believe. I am now fitting in clothes I bought. And I'm not lying with that. No, not jest. 30 years ago. 2 months ago, I was getting on for 14 stone. Wow, I must be less than 10 at minute. And it's still dropping off me. I know it's because of bone cancer and that, but look, I've just reminded myself again. Do you know when I get on lives and I'm doing something, it makes you more positive. Big respect, Melinda Notch. Sending me love. Big respect to you. Gypsy Auditor, is that the real Gypsy Auditor in the house? Because if I've missed you, mate, I can't believe it. Says, well, if it isn't, it says, Donny Brasco, big respect. And that's from Gypsy Auditor. Big respect to Gypsy Auditor. I can't believe that. If you're in the house, mate, big respect. Mark Carroll says, big respect, skinny lad. Yeah. uh, can I just say, Gypsy Auditor, I'm going to have to stop bigging you up, mate, and you boys, because at the minute, your subs are catching me up that fast. You're going to overtake me. You're going to fly past me, you boys. Because like I told you right from the beginning, I seen you what people said they saw in me, really. Truth and actual tales, prison tales and that. That's it. That's all you have to do, mate. You're telling the truth and you can't go wrong. All you need to do is sit there, mate, and all that time behind the door, relate it back online, mate. Because it's the truth, and that's what we're about. And exposing the police and all that, that's a bonus to me. I thrive on that. I live on that. When I realised that I got to do that and actually hold the police accountable for what they do and throw their own rule book at them, I love it. I love it. When I go out there and I'm sticking a camera in the face and that, they can't do a thing about it. But like them officers today, they were, honest, I followed them all the way around the house and everything. They were right chatty, I couldn't believe it. I thought, wow, attitudes changing or what? And it's not, it's just a new generation of police, same as new generation of criminal and everything, you know. So they're new school. But I can't understand how they get away with all them pleats and plaits and everything. I thought they were supposed to be uniform, you know what I mean? Get your hair cut and all that carry on. Same as army. What it is, what I want to do is, what I do want to sort out is, I have had one mod that looks after my channel. Well, not after my channel, but after all this sorting bits out on computer and stuff like that for me, because I still haven't got my laptop back. I don't want to be spending more daft money on a new laptop, because that one they've took is absolutely brand new. I was just programming it. Just short of £800 I get for it as well. So I don't want to be getting another one. And she has told me that YouTube has actually paid me £90. I'm sure she said £90. So I don't know what that is, but what it is, what I'm going to do is find out whatever total it is that's coming off YouTube, and I'm going to donate that to soldiers. Like I said, I've got to sort something out for soldiers' reward for the loyalty and the contribution to joining in first place. Whether it was to be a general, a soldier, or what. I've just got to work out a fair means of doing it. And I want the whole amount to go to one, because then it's a benefit in it. You know what I mean? If it ain't much, it's a better, and then they can choose to take whoever they want out or whatever on it. You know what I mean? It's a night out at least. But I don't know how, so if anybody wants to make any suggestions how I could come to a decision as to which soldier, because there's loads spring to mind in my head straight away, so I would have difficulty in trying to pick one fairly, because I need to get my computer to get them all up properly anyway, to sort it out. So I don't want anybody thinking that that is done and forgotten, because it isn't. That is getting donated like it was promised, and that's it. I'm in this to write my own story, to which I've done a lot of. And like I say, I don't know whether to make them private and have them just for the book, but carry on with the audits and with other prisons as normal anyway, and continue with the lives as well, with prison tales and everything. So I think we'll call it quits and say big respect to everybody for joining me tonight. I just wanted to check in and say hi to everybody. So big respect to Gypsy Auditor, Pegasus, Oatsy, Julia, I couldn't not mention Julia, Mags Maggie, Catwoman, and Society X, just to mention a few. Big respect to all of you. Big respect to everybody that bothered to press the like button, because there's quite a few likes on. And big respect to everybody, and anybody that I haven't answered your comment and I haven't mentioned, I will go back on my live and I will be answering your questions anyway. So massive respect. And can I just say at this point, anybody that hasn't already subscribed to my channel, if you'd like to press subscribe. Same with Gypsy Auditor, his channel, Pegasus, Oatsy, just to mention a few. Big respect to you all, and good night.